Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to Vampyr. And the time has come, guys. We're about to enter the infamous Ascalon Club to present ourselves in front of Lord Redgrave. So, this should be interesting. Now, before we actually go in, let's check and see if there's anything here in the grounds that we should be aware of. We also need to go eavesdrop on the woman who apparently is rat-obsessed, and we also need to keep looking for the water for the dying plant in Reed's office. So, still have plenty to do, and of course we don't know where this is going to take us. Knock knock. Well, that's weird. I figured we would have just had to knock on the door. But they're just letting us right through. Never mind.
Do you know where you are standing right now?
In front of the Ascalon Club, I presume.
The Ascalon Club only summons or ostracizes. What is your business tonight?
I received an invitation. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Ooh, that little smile at the end.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed. Please proceed. Lord Redgrave is waiting on you upstairs.
Huh. Looks like, you guys started the party early. Arthur Pimpleton. This is gonna be great. Already getting a...
There has been quite a battle here.
Yeah. And the bodies have already been looted.
I'm sure the Ascalon Club has the money to replace the furniture.
That's the spirit. Now we will talk to him first. Because he probably knows a lot if he's the doorman. And this is, well, other than the blood sprays and the... Oh. Yeah, we should have gone into Vampyro vision here. We got a path over here. Looks like we've got documentation. History and purpose of the Ascalon Club. The Ascalon Club is an association of gentlemen secretly aiming for the protection of the Crown's interest. I founded it in 1837 to honor and perpetuate the legacy of my maker, William Marshall, 1st Earl of Pembroke and true protector of England. All the members of the club must be good extraction and flawless moral fiber. Since the club accepts mortal members, who will be duly observed and valued as proper candidates for immortality, the goal of the club is to impose respectable traditions and behaviors amongst the good vampire society, but also to promote and expand the imperial... I don't know how to pronounce that. I've read... I know what it means, but I don't think I've ever heard it said out loud. Of England. We are the true elite of British society. We are Ascalon, the holy lance held by St. George, protector of England when the saints slew the dragon. As lance-bearers ourselves, we vow to defend the Empire's interests. From the Law of Ascalon by Lord Redgrave, founder. So is this his office? And that door is locked. Interesting. So I have a feeling if we do fight Lord Redgrave, he's going to be like in full medieval armor, which will be a bit of a chore, I would assume. Not to mention vampiric abilities. Check the seal. Oh, that is a very big chandelier. And we have a door here. Oh, crap. I did not mean to... Well, I should have known better. Is this the back door? Yep. Well, at least we know how to get to the rat lady quickly. Okay, sir. Where are you? His blood quality is at... Oh, he doesn't have blood quality. But a mesmerized level of 6.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed.
Aw, shame. Thought we were going to have some good dialogue with the man. Good dagger. Shillings. Find it stained with blood. It was used in the scuffle downstairs. Check. Oh. Unknown. Lord Hutchinson. Lord Sheffield. So that's where the gang is. You know, if there's any place that we should find good quality parts, it should be here. I don't figure that they would suffer crap components. Aluminum shard. Oh. Yeah, at least we're getting lots of shillings. And I don't really want to head straight to that door, because I figure that we'll get into some sort of cinema scene, so let's go around the other side. Just in case. That door's locked and nothing through here.
It's locked, all right.
Fair enough. Looks like a scene of vampiric intrigue it shall be. Let's see the men behind the curtain.
Good evening.
Gentlemen.
My good friends, if I may have your attention. Behold our visitor, the good Dr. Reed. Newborn of blood so pure and strong that even my friend Fergal Bansher was no match for him.
Here, here, here.
Come forward, young Ekon, for we have so much to discuss. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. I am Lord Redgrave, Earl of Bristol and chairman of this exclusive association.
Lord Redgrave.
At last we meet. I've been eager to make your acquaintance. I've heard some astounding things about you. Please accept my condolences for your loss, Dr. Reed.
Thank you, my lord. Lady Ashbury expressed your wish to meet me.
Yes. The lady has always been a useful acquaintance, though not always reliable. Is she a good friend of yours?
Oh man, I don't want to give anything away, because if he knows that we're really good friends, that could be used against her.
Yes, she is.
Don't.
I may even say I admire her probity and her kindness. She has helped me since I was reborn.
The centuries have taught me never to trust a woman completely, especially if she is a mortal. Too prone to emotions, if you ask me. Too fickle when it comes to important decisions.
My lord, do not expect me to speak ill of Lady Ashbury.
Of course not, and I praise your loyalty. Would you offer the same fidelity to the Empire?
What do you mean?
I speak of this skull plague that threatens London and the country. You have been on the front line in the East End, but the time has come to open up a second front here.
The epidemic has escaped the quarantine. You have new cases of the outbreak.
We don't know for certain. but we cannot allow the disease to threaten the prominent heads of Great Britain.
Why have you asked me here?
Because the crisis is escalating. Our enemies, the Garde of Priwen, have even launched an open hunt. The only way to calm things down is to put an end to the epidemic.
You want me to find possible sources of the outbreak in the West End? Is that it?
Ah, straight to the point, like all eager newborns. We shall have time to talk about all this, Dr. Reed, but first, I should like to get to know you better.
Talk? Is that the only reason you asked me here?
Well, no. I also wanted to meet the intriguing Ekon who made such a powerful progeny of his sister. You have not learned the name of your maker, am I correct?
Wow, news travels fast.
No, I haven't.
Have no embarrassment, Dr. Reed. We all make mistakes. But whatever your lineage, you are definitely Ascalon material.
What do you mean?
I would like you to become a member of the Ascalon Club, and to serve me as such.
Before I accept, I have so many questions.
Please ask.
He has all the time in the world.
What does it mean to be a member of the Ascalon Club?
It means that you swear to protect the interests of the Crown, that you become a loyal servant of the British Empire.
Do you have any official recognition from the government? A charter from His Majesty the King?
No. Of course, the Ascalon Club publicly supports the Empire, but the true nature of its members remains a secret.
Yeah, it'd be really interesting if the Crown was officially sanctioning like a club of vampires.
Am I supposed to follow orders?
As founder and chairman of the club, I alone am entitled to make demands of our members, and I do appreciate obedience.
What is the Ascalon Club's express purpose?
We follow the credo of William Marshall, the greatest knight who ever lived. As was he, we are sworn to protect the British Empire.
What does Ascalon mean?
Ascalon was the lance wielded by St. George, glorious patron saint of England when he slew the dragon. And like that lance, we pierce the hearts of all our nation's enemies.
Okay, well, we've read most of this, but it's good to hear it straight from the source.
William Marshall founded the Ascalon Club.
Not exactly. William Marshall granted me immortality, and I founded the club a few years later. The good knight has been gone for so long.
Are those his ashes in the background?
I killed Fergal, who claimed to be one of yours, sent to cleanse the East End of all Skulls. Will his death be an issue?
Do not worry. My priorities have changed. Fergal was a zealous servant of mine, but like any servant, he had his limitations and is readily replaced if necessary.
Which means the same could happen to Reed. So we need to be very careful, and we don't have the option to not join, so...
I agree to join the club.
This is good news. Good news indeed in these crucial times. Let's inform the Assembly formally and proceed with your initiation.
My initiation?
Fear not. Nothing fancy nor dangerous. It is just that we, the members of Ascalon, believe that tradition and custom are the backbone of this country.
We don't have to kill anyone, do we?
My fellow members, dear friends, please gather and welcome this Ekon as one of our own.
Is he worthy? Is his blood pure?
Whoa. Awkward.
Well, speak, Dr. Reed, in front of the most sacred blood. The blood of our beloved William Marshall. Speak now.
Oh, I was right.
Will you serve and protect the crown as he did?
Yes, I will.
Then, young Ekon, it is time to testify with your blood. It is time to sign the Book of Allegiance. I know it's awfully gothic and a tad pedantic, but England's traditions are the backbone of our nation.
He reached up with his dead hand, signed it in his own blood.
Delightful. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. Take your place among the bearers of the lance.
One of us! One of us!
That's the creepiest thing I've seen in this game so far. Okay, well, talk to Lord Redgrave.
I personally went patrolling last night in the West End, and I spotted at least 2 foreign Ekons. This is an outrage. We shall chase these intruders down.
I was chased by a gigantic Valcod 2 nights ago. I thought it was Fergal coming back, but no. That creature barely spoke English.
Well, at least they can have separate conversations. I was worried about that. Can we talk to these guys? No? What about you? Unknown. Looks like Michael Caine. Wait a minute. Oh, he's the pillar of this district. Interesting. Alright. We'll talk to you here in a second. We're going to go ahead and search the room. See if there's anything else. Okay, that door has opened for us. And can't talk to any members of the chorus. Let's talk to him.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. How does it feel to be this evening's centerpiece? Figuratively.
Aloysius Dawson.
It's quite unsettling. As a doctor, I am more used to being the observer than the subject observed.
Do not be alarmed. The Ascalon Club has a tried and tested policy for choosing its initiates.
May I ask who you are, sir?
Why would you be interested?
Well, as you seem to be the only man in the room with a beating heart, you draw quite a bit of attention yourself.
Ah, vampire senses never cease to fascinate me. They dwarf those of mere mortals. I am Aloysius Dawson, by the way.
Aloysius.
Are you a member of the club?
Yes, I am. And I have been for many years. And will be until the day I die.
What can you tell me about it?
It's not really my place to give you such information. I am merely a mortal member, and a dying one at that.
Interesting.
Are you sick?
Personally, I consider my advancing years are a sickness in itself. My body is slowly abandoning me, Dr. Reed.
Which I bet he hates, considering the fact he's hanging around immortals all the time, apparently.
Are you not afraid? You are surrounded by vampires.
Sir, it's for that very reason that I joined the club in the first place.
I bet Dr. Swansea would love to be a member here, if he isn't already.
Is not the nature of this club a secret, shared by only a privileged few?
My dear Dr. Reed, I have spent years and a fortune precisely to gather that kind of information.
So you asked for membership?
I have been a member of many clubs in many countries. But I must admit, this one is my favorite.
What can you tell me about Lord Redgrave?
I would not dare speak of our chairman without his consent.
Fair enough.
Mr. Dawson, of Dawson and Dawson, the wealthiest man in England. It is a pleasure to meet such a prominent figure of London.
A withering London figurehead, to be precise.
Are you sick, Mr. Dawson? I am a doctor, you know.
My case is beyond the scope of traditional medicine. I have spent fortunes on the world's most competent doctors to arrive at that diagnostic conclusion.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir. Should I suppose that you're here in search of some form of immortality?
Absolutely not. I'm here to implement my plan to save the city I was born in. To cast out the ghastly evil that has us all on our knees.
What do you know about the Guard of Priwen?
I should not say this, but I admire their commitment. This is what the nation needs right now.
In a post-war world.
Would you help them?
No. There is a time for such methods. But brute force will not be enough to fight this plague. We have to think differently.
At least a post-war world until the next World War.
But they are our enemies.
They are not mine, Dr. Reed.
That's sensible.
What is the situation like in this part of town?
I am sure Lord Redgrave will enlighten you more effectively than I.
Money cannot solve every problem. This mysterious epidemic is going to require more than money can buy.
You're right. Money is nothing unless one has the will to wield it. I have a plan, sir. A radical one that will save all that is essential in London.
What is your plan, then?
Quarantine and barricades are futile. What we need is a wall. A formidable, unscalable wall to isolate the deserving from the infected masses.
This sounds very familiar. It's unfair, it's efficient, it's dangerous. Yeah, that's not only going to separate the skulls and everything, but it's also going to basically create human bait. You know what I mean? It reminds me of the Rediker plan from World War Z. Let's, the book, not the movie.
But that would segregate the rich from the poor, would it not? It would be unjust.
Our only course of action must be to save England. And to save England, we have to make sacrifices.
Are you not mistaking sacrifice for summary execution?
Why do you care? Are you not a vampire? Removed from all mortal concerns? Decisiveness is what the city needs, and it needs it now.
I wonder if the game's going to have us give us the option, because we do have a choice with all the pillars. Well, let's see here. Well, at least with two of the pillars in Nurse Crane and Sean Hampton, we were given a choice to kill them or not. I wonder if Dawson is not going to give us a choice and the West End kind of gets thrown into chaos. That would be an interesting narrative. By the way, his voice actor reminds me a lot of John Hurt. Rest in peace.
That went well, did it not? It is always useful to bolster the troops' morale, especially before a difficult battle.
You have the makings of a general, my lord.
I was, though very long ago. Well, not quite a general, but a proud defender of the crown.
So why did you really want to meet me?
Straight to the point again, young Ekon. All right, let's talk, you and I, Lance Sparrow.
I'm listening, my lord.
According to my spies, you have worked with Dr. Edgar Swansea on the epidemic, and your findings were quite alarming.
Do you know Edgar Swansea?
Not personally, but I've been told he has some sort of immortal fetish and is a good friend of yours.
Does it bother you that I consider him my good friend?
As long as you reveal nothing of the club's inner workings, Why should I forbid you engaging in conversation with the good Dr. Swansea?
So far, he seems reasonable, and I'm sure that's going to change.
You were spying on me.
Not personally. I rarely leave this building. But once he found you, Fergal kept me informed. Until you put an end to his mission.
Who was Fergal? I don't see him sipping tea with the others in the club.
Fergal Banshire was my squire of sorts. Even before becoming that magnificent beast, he was a brute. He served me well for decades.
No, I mean, what was he? He was clearly no ordinary vampire.
No, he was a Volcod. All muscles and instinct. Quite the rare breed. Ferociously territorial. Mortals often mistake them for werewolves.
You do know I killed him.
Yes.
Will you bear ill will towards me for his death?
Of course not. Your victory was quite impressive and courageous. You earned my respect.
And you can always make another one.
Yes, I'm convinced the recent invasion of frenzied Scowls in London is directly linked to the epidemic. This is not the Spanish flu, but something else.
I would be glad to hear more of your discoveries, Dr. Reed, but for now, my main concern is the security of London's inhabitants, both mortal and immortal.
What do you mean?
Alarmed by the epidemic, the Guard of Prewen has started a war against us British vampires. To appease the situation, we must eradicate the Scowls.
Scowls are victims, Scowls are malevolent.
We are losing this fight.
I have met peaceful and wise Scowls. To exterminate them means we are no better than vampire hunters.
Scowls are hideous, shameful creatures that give all Ekon a bad name.
So, what do you want me to do?
I want you to investigate the city thoroughly. I have reason to fear there are cases of contagion in this part of town. Our absolute priority is to find and cleanse them.
And how would you like me to proceed?
By all means necessary, Dr. Reed. You are now a member of the Ascalon Club, and you have carte blanche. Interrogate the locals, follow all the leads you find, and get results.
Oh, crap. New citizens available to kill is... Okay. I thought our maker was going to give us a vision right here in the middle of all these guys. That would suck. Ask locals about possible sources of infection in the West End. Alright, what is it about rich people and wanting to build walls? It's really weird. Alright. Well, hopefully the guy down here is cleaned up. No? Well, boo. Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and leave the club. We've got a little bit of time. And I think what we'll do is search the parts of town that we haven't looked at yet and see if we can...
I think Lord Redgrave just suggested I was sired by an ancient vampire.
Yes, indeed. Okay, we can question the locals here. Looks like we have a little area behind the Ascalon Club that we haven't explored yet. We went over there. Did we check all the nooks and crannies behind near our house, though? Enter at your own risk. Yes, indeedy. We got closed gate. Can we open this? Nope. See if we can create some more shortcuts, you know what I mean? Skull. Oh, there's that one who was puking the entire time. And she can see me. Well, let's start off the fight well. Oh! Okay. Did not expect that. Oh, she was going right for that corpse. Okay, let's go ahead and lock. Ouch. Ooh, we just avoided that little final flash attack. There we go. That wasn't bad. Got some watery rich blood samples. Shillings and bullets. Oh, we'll at least unlock this area and avoid the vampire hunters. It's like hello and goodbye. Well, I think we've run out of time for this area, or for this episode, guys. So what we'll do is, I also don't think that we've checked over here. We'll check this area at the beginning of the next episode, and then I guess we're going to go try and talk to the rat lady and figure out what's going on with her, and maybe head into the park, because that body of water, too, might be a place where we could find water for the plant, and try and find the second part of our Father's Testament. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. The Ascalon Club, very interesting. I see a lot of potential places that can go. Hi. Back away slow. Maybe he's just... I wasn't being suspicious. Okay. But if you guys liked the episode, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment. That'd be a big help. And we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.